All right, fellas, we are going to dissect this NFL draft today. Oh my goodness, was that ridiculous? Let's start off here with the Philadelphia Eagles because they make a trade at 32. I kind of stayed up, 3.5 hours just waiting for it, and I knew it was going to happen. I did. What they did was they made a move with the Ravens, and they traded off with the Eagles get the 57th pick. They get a 2019 second-round pick and the 125th pick of this year's draft. On top of that, the Eagles send the Ravens the 32nd pick in the draft, which is the last pick in the first round, and the 132nd overall pick. So essentially what they got back was 2 second-round draft picks, and then they moved up a little bit in this draft later on. Love it. Love it. And I trust Howie Roseman, and I know that it is not over yet. Before we actually begin this, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and comment down below on your opinions. Let's kick this off because the Browns select Baker Mayfield at 1. I'm sorry, I disagree with the call. I do. Barkley was a must if I was the Browns. A must. Let's be real. If you take Barkley at 1, Mayfield was realistically going to be there at 4, and even if he's not, that means you're still getting a Sam Darnold, a Josh Allen, or a Rosen. Those guys were going to be there. Barkley was a must. I'm sorry. I do not like the Baker Mayfield pick at 1. Moving on to 2, you have Barkley going to the Giants. And am I a little bit salty? Maybe, because, the Birds might have to see him 2 times a year, and I loved watching him play in college, and now I'm going to have to hate him. But looking at it as an Eagles fan, Eli Manning, 37 years old. That's great that Barkley's going there, but, it might push back the rebuilding process a little bit for the New York Giants. Moving on to the 3rd, Sam Darnold goes to the Jets, and I love that move. I mean, we knew the Jets were looking for a quarterback there, and I think they got a really solid choice at 3. At 4, the Browns were up again, and they go with Denzel Ward, a quarterback from Ohio State, and it's like you still had Chubb on the board. This is what I don't understand. Chubb on the board still, and you could tie him up with, your pick from Myles Garrett, and that's what we're going with? I don't know. I just disagree with it. Chubb ends up going to the Broncos at 5, and you're talking about playing alongside Von Miller. Scary. On top of that, though, do you believe in what Denver has at the quarterback position? I don't know, but adding Chubb to Von Miller is a scary thought. Moving on to 6, not the highest, flashiest pick in the world, but they go with an offensive guard from Notre Dame, and this says something. This says something to the Colts organization to say, hey, Andrew Luck, we know you've been hurt. We get it, but we believe in you still, and we are going to protect you. And I love that pick. I really do. It's not flashy. The fans aren't going to be like, woo, this is fantastic, but it's great for Andrew Luck. Moving along to 7, you have a trade go on. The Buffalo Bills move up. They get Josh Allen. They get a quarterback. After trading Tyrod Taylor this offseason, I love it. And now you're looking at that division a little bit. You have a really old Tom Brady, do you not? And now you got Sam Darnold, and now you got Josh Allen. I don't know. I just think it's a little bit more entertaining now. That's all I'm saying. Looking for the Bears at 8. They moved up last year. They got their quarterback at 2, and now I was intrigued. Okay, what are they going to do here? They got some holes to fill, of course. They go with the linebacker from Georgia Smith, and he is a stud. Athletic, covers a lot of the field, a dynamic linebacker. I love that move. I think he's going to bring a great pace, a great speed, and a great work ethic to that defensive core. I really love it. Moving on to 9, the San Francisco 49ers, and we all know they're making noise. We all know that they are making a ton of noise, and they do the same exact thing that the Colts do. They draft a lineman, and that says, Jimmy Garoppolo, we're paying you. We trust you. We are going to protect you. Another non-flashy pick. I mean, they showed the fans after, and they were like, Hill? It's a good pick. It's a good pick. And here's a beautiful move. Beautiful move by the Arizona Cardinals. They trade up and they get Josh Rosen at 10. Bravo. The move is fantastic. Listen, coming from a squad that did what they needed to do to go and get their guy, you give up some assets, that's fine. What did they really have going over there in Arizona? Not much. And now they have some hope. I love the move. It's a fantastic move. Go get your guy. You need a quarterback in this league. I love it. In the 11th slot, Miami, they get Fitzpatrick, a safety from Alabama. He had a great season last year. I think it's great. I mean, Miami has some struggles right now, no doubt about it. They're not going to change their whole entire outcome due to one pick, but another athletic player who will be playing safety for them, and he will be a great piece to this defense. I really love the move. I really love the move. Moving along a little bit, moving down in the draft, you have Calvin Ridley going to the Atlanta Falcons, and I'm sorry, but that's great. That's a great pick by the Falcons because he's going to be playing alongside Julio Jones. Is that not scary as hell? Come on. Come on. And the Seattle Seahawks pick Penny from San Diego State. And he got a ton of yards, but people are questioning because there's other people out there still. And that's who you're going to go with? That's the back you want to go with? He's got a ton of yards in there. He really did. Smaller player. Are we going power back? I don't know. Some of the Seahawks fans are questioning the pick without a doubt. You had a big trade go down. I mean, Martavis Bryant now is an Oakland Raider, and the trade was just a third-round pick for him to the Steelers. And speaking of the Steelers, I mean, when Shazier came out and walked out to choose the Steelers pick, I'm sorry, but that was crazy. Literally, I was almost crying to see him walk like that. It's crazy what this game does. It really is. And I'm so happy for him that for his progress being made. But that was a tearjerker. Honestly, that was a serious tearjerker. Looking at what the New England Patriots did. Their first pick at 23, I was surprised they even stayed in this round. Knowing Bill Belichick, I was surprised they didn't trade down. But they pick an offensive tackle at the 23rd, and on top of that, later in the draft, at 31, they pick Michel, the running back from Georgia, who has been fantastic in his career at Georgia. He's had a little bit of medical problems with his knees, with his legs, so, how is that going to play into effect? I don't know, but we will see. And then 32, when the Eagles traded their pick, Lamar Jackson goes to the Baltimore Ravens. And you're talking about a Ravens team that has Joe Flacco and just signed RG3. So, I mean, he's got some motivation for sure. Because people have been talking trash on him saying, listen, he doesn't have it. When he throws it, he's just praying. That's what somebody said. Unbelievable, right? Actually, unbelievable. So, with that being said, my last one here I'm going to go with is the 12th overall pick was a defensive tackle from Washington. He is the kid with the obnoxious long name that nobody can actually pronounce, not even the guys on TV. They are building something with that defensive line. This is a copycat league. They see what this Eagles team's done with the defensive line, and they're like, we're going to do the same. They sign a little Vinny Curry action. Now they're signing this stud from Washington. It's going to be an interesting line over there on the defensive side for Tampa Bay. They got some high hopes. I mean, they underachieved last year, so let's see what they do. So, with that being said, it was an interesting first round to say the least. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, comment your thoughts on this draft. I would love to hear it. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you next time.